Hello everyone. Now I received yesterday my copy of the book on the Sicilian dragon that I had ordered, and I'll show you the front page of the book. It's this one, Play the Sicilian Dragon by Edward Deering, and it's a very interesting book. Of course I have not I've only had time until now to have a short look at this book, but until now I like it very much. It explains very clear the ideas behind this variation, and I want to continue exploring this and show you some games that I find in this book. Now, the first one that I want to show you is a very short but very entertaining game. It's a game that was played in 1987 in Norway, in Gåsdal, during the Arnold Cup, between the players Fossan and Ward. Now we see in this game, actually it develops as a normal dragon, Sicilian dragon, I'm sorry, like this, and it looks like we will see a Yugoslav attack. But what happens is that after castling kingside, white doesn't play the normal moves bishop to c4 or castling queenside, but what he does is he plays g4 immediately. Now this is all according to the main plans of attacking on the king side against the king here, and black replies with bishop e6, and after castling queenside he plays knight to e5, and then white continues with h4. So until now we see more or less very normal or standard moves, but it's interesting now that the next move, that's also one of the moves that we see in many games with the Sicilian dragon, the move king to b1. Now this looks like a very normal move, and it's played in different variations, but this time in this position actually this move loses. It's a blunder, and it's amazing how black now finds a way to win the game in just a few moves. So what I will do is I will ask you to pause the video, so stop the video for a moment and try to find the winning combination. I'll count to 3 and then I'll continue with the explanation. 1, 2 and 3. Alright, now the winning combination is, and you find this, if you haven't seen this, this is actually very strange, but this bishop on g7 plays the main role, and that looks very strange because this diagonal is filled with other pieces, so it's really a long way until this bishop can have any influence on the white king. But black finds a way to clear this diagonal, and it's really amazing. Knight takes f3, that's the first move. Now the black knight is taken, knight takes f3, and now we see the next sacrifice, knight takes e4. And here in this position we see that all possibilities for white lose. The most direct one is if white takes the knight on e4. Now we have queen takes a2, check, and if king to c1, the next move can be either queen take b2, checkmate, or more beautiful, bishop take b2, checkmate. So now we see that this bishop on g7 is so powerful if this diagonal is cleared. Now let's have a short look at what can happen if, well, first of all, if this sacrifice is not taken, well, actually then simply the whole pawn structure of white has been ruined. So let's say queen to d3 in this position, then we see that if the knight goes back where it came from, it attacks once again the queen, and if the queen has moved, then the g4 pawn will fall also. So then actually white loses those important pawns that it needs to attack. So the position is hopeless for white after that, but it's not as spectacular as in the game. Let's go back, knight takes f3, so knight takes f3. Now if when white took here on e4, also here there is no way of saving the game by moving the queen instead of taking the knight on e4. Let's say again queen to d3, then what happens is that this knight is taken with check, and if white takes on e3, then bishop takes c3, and then we see that black has a deadly threat here to take on a2, and after king c1, once more giving checkmate, for example by queen a1 or by queen b2, checkmate. So there is actually, after queen b1, knight takes f3, there is no way to save the game for white. It's incredible, and it's a very entertaining example of how this bishop can play a main role in the attack against the white king. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll continue, of course, exploring this beautiful book, Play the Sicilian Dragon, and I will continue also making these videos as soon as I find more interesting examples to show. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye bye.